Hi, I'm Tony Bowen and welcome to my Corn Country Rails. Well, in this video I am covering the N-Scale convention as far as the registration, the room sales, live auction, the train show, taking a look at the Fremo, the T-Track, the N-Scale module clubs, the N-Track that was there, and then obviously the Ice Cream Social, the comedian that we had on Friday night during the convention, and then the banquet dinner on Saturday to kind of wrap up the convention and that. So I hope you'll kind of enjoy this kind of recap of my experience at the N-Scale convention. Now I will tell you, when it got to some of the Fremo and module clubs during the train show, I did kind of do a time lapse and kind of speed those up. One of the Fremo layouts that was there took like 15 minutes to walk around, which was really neat to see, but to watch it on video, it goes a little slow. So I sped it up a little bit, but I hope you will enjoy it anyway. So thank you for watching. I'm looking so forward to next year's offering from the N-Scale Enthusiasts convention host, as the convention next year will be out in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So hope you enjoy this video, and thank you as always for watching. On Wednesday afternoon, the registration officially opened, so my wife and I made it down to the banquet hall area to pick up our registration packets of information, looked at what was being offered for convention cars, and then of course I have always made it a point to lay out the things I have signed up for to make sure that it matches or aligns with what I have signed up for. Later on that evening, I was able to hit some of the room sales. Room sales are always great. I was able to pick up a few things for some friends of mine that had sent me some shopping lists. So it was a great day for our first part of the convention. Thursday of the convention was filled with our Virginia Truckee train ride. However, when we got back to the hotel that night, there was a meet and greet on people that have layouts that wanted to share. We had the live auction that you could walk through and kind of see what was going to be for sale. And then, of course, once again, there were more room sales, which were great. This night, I was able to hit a few more room sales, able to pick up a few more items for some friends of mine who had said, hey, if you see these items, please pick them up for me. Friday morning started the Swaparama train show, which is open to the attendees, and then about noon it opens up to the general public. So I always like to go on Friday morning when it's just the attendees, just so I don't have to fight the crowds of the general public in that. There were a lot of neat vendors there this year with things that will be coming out in the next year, as far as people that had detail parts and 3D printed items. That has really taken off in the hobby, which has been helpful to get those things. So the train show itself was really nicely done. A nice space they had for the venue this year. As part of the Friday and Saturday train show are also the N-Scale module groups. There were N-Track, T-Track, Fremo, just any module group that was in the area could certainly participate in being part of the N-Scale convention. So it was really neat to walk around several of these layouts and take them in during the convention. The Disneyland Railroad was one of our favorites, knowing that part of our vacation after the N-Scale convention was we were renting a car and going to Disneyland for a week. So we really enjoyed this one and the creativity and the fun the person had creating this. So a good portion of the middle of this video is going to be just some walkarounds of the module groups that were there at the N-Scale convention. A few of them I might do a time lapse and go a little faster through them, just because one of the Fremos, it took me about 15 minutes just to walk around it. So even though that is neat to see and watch, that can be kind of tiresome in a video, so I might kind of speed up the time and that. But I hope you enjoy the layouts, and then I will, at the end of this video, cover what was in store for Friday night and Saturday of the N-Scale convention. Yes. All right.
Yeah, they're not southern.
Those are other Pacific Freight.
Okay, yeah. It's crazy. You had everything on your person.
Just that I left my Northern Pacific
You
caboose
know, I
at home.
tested on false party.
So I got a great
We'll
North
have to do some doctoring.
There you go. Boy, that's quite expensive. Run away!
Stop.
Touchy, touchy, touchy.
Hey, look at it. It's not leaning.
Nice.
All right. Oh, tandem.
I got, horseshoes.
Okay. Okay.
These are my plane.
Oh.
And then I have a flying.
Oh, cool. So you have this stuff. You put it out.
They get stored in.
Thank you.
Then you'll have it all set with sound and everything.
Our club in Boise, Idaho bought some.
fix it.
They make different pads for it too. That's the heavy duty pad. They make a light duty pad. They got
Dirty good.
There'll be more tomorrow. Take care of yourself.
Friday evening of the convention, they did a little something different. We had an ice cream social, so it was myself, my wife, my friend Al, and his friend Don. We all sat together to listen to the comedians make fun of, well, us N-scalers.
Total foamer when this cinder dig came up, asking if we knew where he could find any dandy dancers who wanted to circus load his clown wagon tonight. What in the Gibbons and Druthers does that mean? I have no idea. Oh my God. So,
Trains, right? Love your ice cream, love your model trains. We find things out as we go. We found out this is the largest casino in North America, apparently, didn't we, as we're here? I mean, Pete already mentioned it. I will say, if anybody needs to go to the bathroom, I'm here to be your Sherpa. N, right? What's the one smaller? C. The one bigger is H-O? Okay, so are we all N, or are there any Ho's in the room? I ask that question at all shows, model trains or not. All right, so why the affectionate N? What does that mean? It's one of the smaller ones, right? Okay, so what is you do this? Ma'am, right here? Yeah, you do, Mom? Yeah, you. We were in the audience. I thought I'd go to you. Oh, here. Well, I gotta read your back. All right. You can do so much more in N scale. There you go. Wow. Well, if smaller is better, this is my club.
So Saturday was filled with another day of the train show, layout tours, but the big event was that evening with the banquet dinner. So in years past, you kind of sign up for your table group for the banquet dinner. During the banquet dinner, they dismiss your table, you get your food. They start doing the raffle prizes and kind of talking about recap of the convention, but also announce where the next year's convention is going to be. So in this case, they announced that it's going to be in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, which will be very exciting. Part of the United States I've never been to, and kind of looking forward to hopefully getting out that way. We also had a visitor from the North Pole. Santa came to the convention to pay some visits to those younger model railroaders and give them some special raffle prizes to inspire them in model railroading. And also I was able to pull Santa aside just to kind of put in a good word that I'm really trying hard this year to be a good boy. As for Sunday, June 18th, there's usually an N-scale manufacturer's breakfast, and I've gone to them in the past, and they are fun. It's great breakfast, and you get to hear about new products and development. But in this case, we had our sights set for Southern California to head to Disneyland. So we had picked up our rental car the day before and had a beautiful drive from Reno all the way down to Anaheim, California. We were on the western side of so many beautiful national parks and that. It was just a very enjoyable drive all the way down. And what I found very interesting was just how the landscape changed from kind of the basin area to the mountain area to kind of the low desert of Southern California. So even had a chance to see some snow at one of our rest stops. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this recap of the N-Scale convention.